Oh, the humanities. Oh, the humanities. Oh, the arts. Yo, the academic job means tending the flame, not raking over last year's ashes. And wisdom comes in the middle of the game in revelatory flashes. So let's refresh our memories, yo, of college treasuries of knowledge that we try to bring alive and help to thrive on levels 4 and 5. Allow us to reintroduce ourselves, the elements, the specimens, the denizens, the citizens of a department called Humanities. But don't forget the pictorial parts and don't forget the musical parts. No, 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 don't forget the arts. We all have different qualities and quirky personalities, but there's something with HBLL hum that joins us into one. Such an extreme perk to have such teamwork, and no one's a complete jerk. Elizabeth Smart first saw the light of day one night in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And I do know she can explain Coeur d'Alene as a name and that it's apropos. She used to plumb her salary funds from the University of Maryland, but now, as you saw, she's living in Utah. Be Utah-ful. BYU-tiful, Utah. Elizabeth, our department chair, is the smartest captain of our ship. She's digitally trained in humanities, both analog and digital humanities, though not equipped with an Intel chip, much preferring to utilize her human brain. She's a speaker of Polish, the full knish, the whole dish of Polish, cause she went soul fishing on a mission with a Slavic sidekick on the shores of the Baltic. More Elizabethan she could never be, yeah, even if she tried. She's smarter today than she was yesterday, and she'll be smarter tomorrow than she is today. Did I get that right? Tomorrow she'll be smarter than today. Her clarion call, it calls us all to be humanitarian, and so it is she is the humanities librarian. Plus she mediates the films and news and assorted media as media librarian. Chris Ramsey is the one who's assigned to the fine and the visual arts, to the physically visible, mystically livable, lyrical pinnacles, of the visual arts. You should see how the wheels in her head gyrate, how both her eyes triangulate the physically visible, mystically livable, lyrical pinnacles, of the visual arts that she creates, curates, and sometimes creates. So, if you like animation, illustration, icon or Nikon, iconography or photography, graphic interior industrial design, portrait imagery or supersymmetry, a Hindu statue of Nehru, Chelsea fashion with Milanese dispassion, conjectural deconstruction of architectural constructions, cubism, truism, a Van Gogh donor or Winslow Homer, Gallery 5 exhibits that you love to visit. If any of this is what you fancy, check in with Chris, full name is Herbolato Ramsey. Robert Means uses all his ways and means to gather info printed or written from the island of Britain, such as Geoffrey Chaucer, a non-evil medieval rapster who bore the name Big Chauce. So pricketh him nature in her courages, and longeth folk to go in on pilgrimages, and specially from every shirest end of England to Canterbury they wended, the holy, blissful martyr, for to sake of that him hath hope, one that they were sake, unquote. More recently than the late and great 14th century, more recently on every Friday noon, Robert provides a fine way to commune with the English reading series. Plus, he helps us get our acquisition hooks into English language books and journals with kernels of wisdom. and database data that are gathered in systems for studying the language plus the literary cheer and drear of Shakespeare, Dickens, and Keats and Donne. And thanks to him from way across the pond, the wandering New World words of Hemingway and Kerouac and Margaret Atwood in books and adjectival particles and archival articles, yo, 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 here they come. One of Robert's expertises is when he teases out a thesis with ease, don't you know it, on the poets of World War I. Speaking of trenches and officers sitting on military benches, exactly 100 years, 2 days, and 3.1416 hours ago, the Great War performed its final show. On 11/11/1918 at 11:11 a.m., thank heaven, World War I was vanishingly through. Then it was time for the Spanish flu. Mary Chapman gets the task done. She's effortlessly dexterous at humanities reference, constructively, productively generous as instruction specialist. She undertakes a daily commute as she scouts and scoots the routes and routes between the help desks on levels 5 and 4, something the students are grateful for. 'Cause Mary Chapman knows the facts from A to Z. Yes, she keeps it in her head. We can relax when Mary Chapman has our backman. She's the exact one to trust. Her wanderlust for travel yonder just serves as a reward. She loves to travel toward the fjords or eat sushi on Mount Fuji. She's not that choosy. A survey array of her DNA displays her wayfaring ways. Born in California, which holds back the Pacific, she soon moved blissfully to Italy, bold and terrific, living happily in Napoli and then moving from the Mezzogiorno on up to Livorno. She's half Japanese 'cause Kyoto sure ain't London, and she's also half Irish 'cause her wisdom's always Dublin. Your appreciation has been shown. We thank you for the groan. Thank you for the assist. Myrna Layton helps discerning patrons who want to feel the vibe of the dance and music live. So if you care to see performance Blu-ray, DVD, or hear some Verdi, streaming concerti, if you're not quite sure what is a Bratzen partitur, if the term to you seems just a little bit obscure, if you ain't been taught how to hold for a fermata inside of a cantata exactly as you oughta, hey, if you wonder what is a demi-plie in the local ballet but you really can't say, hey, you got to learn, so don't be hesitating. Get in touch right now with Myrna Layton. Now in this coming stanza, it stands up to reason. We should tell you what is new within the autumn season. Fashions have not changed that much, remaining archetypal, but Humanities Department assistant disciple may be the new title of Amy Seipel. Yeah, she's a newcomer, cool as a cucumber, sporting a number of talented traits. But wait, why is she so unencumbered, so cool and calm and collected? It has to be connected with the fact that she's Floridian, probably half amphibian, having spent so many post-meridian days at the beach. Or we could explain it yet another way. She lives up to her name, and every single day her maiden name is Holiday. Gail King is held in very high esteem. She seems to be flawlessly modest. She's not authoritarian, not a contrarian. For all I know, she may be, a vegetarian. She never leaves anybody in the lurch. She plays the organ Sunday morning in the Catholic Church. But did you know she has full control over half of the world's population? Boom! That requires a small explanation, or perhaps an explanation. Gail is the area studies specialist for Central and Eastern Asia, so don't let it faze you. Also, she squeezes Indonesia in and marsupialia from Australia. And from the White Pacific, she orders Pacific, terrific info sources and teaches courses and quietly but tirelessly serves international societies. She retires next year, so the time is drawing near for you to ask her about India, Pakistan, Myanmar, Afghanistan, Guam, Samoa, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan. Yeah, Cambodia, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Tonga, Vietnam, China, Korea, and Japan. So, ask about them while you still can. It's Matt Hill who often says, yo, 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 I have a text to show from Mexico. Because Mexico was once New Spain, a colony by golly of the older Spain, the one on which the plains of Spain do mainly receive the rain. Be advised it was Mexico that colonized the Philippines by less than thrilling means. So now Matt Hill can spill the beans about what went on in the Philippines. Looking forward, we know that he orders book from foreigners around the corner and across the border. As a smooth as satin native speaker of Latin, he orders esoterica from Latin America and external journals, serials, materials straight from Iberia, warmer than Siberia. Did I forget to mention Portugal? If so, well, that's just horrible. Richard Hacken was born half Swiss in New Helvetia. Look it up if you have amnesia. The cantons of Switzerland that he likes best as a genealogical genetical explorer in approximate alphabetical order are Aargau and Appenzell and Basel and Bern, Freiburg, Genève, to Glarus and Lucerne, Neuchâtel, Solothurn, Ticino, Vaud-Valais, and Zurich. That is where these ancestors ate Gruyere cheese and started on their emigration journey. He loves his Transylvanian Hungarian wife. Got the picture? Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay. He loves his Transylvanian Hungarian wife who worked here at the Lib for part of her life. Then, one day, she finally said, okay, that will do. Richard or Dick also gets a kick out of area studies like Gail and Matt do, with the best plebeian buddies in Western European studies. He's the wiki master of Eurodocs, a normal, formal portal to an unbroken excess of open access, primary, fragmentary, ancillary, integral, digital, affordable, portable, informative, historical, chronicle documents online. It's easier to just say Eurodocs. Now, when Hapkin's body crashes in its final swoon, he would like his ashes to be strewn just the other side of Panguitch, but only because it nearly rhymes with language. In summation, to finish the oration, describing our Stanislavski motivation with presumptive manipulative rhetoric. We don't want to end up simply having visited the earth as armchair auditors. No, 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 no. We want to become and beetle, bee and feel and squeal and walk and skip and run and laugh and play and celebrate life and softly sculpt with a butter knife. We want to speak with a voice and hear real noise and dare to do and doobie-doobie-doo the daring do and make mistakes and apologize and remake ourselves and see and give and receive and love. We want to drink from a cup and lap it up and hear and cheer and sing and dance and travel to France and teach and learn and grow. We want to paint and draw and usually obey the law and smell and taste and eat sweet potatoes and pray and fast and stay and play with a toy and find real joy and fight the forces of negativity to become the humanest beings we can be. Thank you. That's us, Humanities.